Waves, wave analogy is regard to feelings and emotions. In this, and when you're dealing with significant grief or any kind of grief for that matter, or any kind of feeling for that matter, feelings come in waves, right? You see them kind of out there in the middle of the ocean, and then they start to crest, they build, they crest, they kind of crash upon you, and then they recede, right? So feelings basically come and go, but there's a process to it. And once you understand what that process is, and once you understand the wave action of feelings and emotions, they're much easier to deal with, because you know what to expect. You know what they have limited power over you when you understand them and realize it. And there's ways to, you can't manage them, okay, because they're going to come regardless. You can't avoid them, which is what I tried to do, and what most people try to do. I think you try to repress those feelings, repress those emotions. You can't. You have to absolutely feel them, and you have to feel them all the way through. And then you have to be okay with yourself as you're feeling those emotions. You have to be okay with the fact that you're in the midst of debilitating sadness, or that you're crying like a baby and you can't stop, or that you're just angry, or you're raging, or whatever the feeling or the happiness side too. And you have to be okay with yourself. You have to love yourself even as you experience those emotions. But the wave analogy refers to those emotions and those feelings. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Yep. Yes, it does. Right. There's 4 core emotions: fear, anger, joy, and sadness. And basically 3 of those could be construed as negative, and only 1 could be construed as positive. But one thing we have to understand is that with those 4 core emotions, every other emotion and feeling comes from those.